So you just got your shiny new Tesla, and are you going to take this, your front bumper license plate, and stick it on with sticky tape on the front of your brand new car? I don't think so. There are other options. I'm Frugal Tesla Guy, and I'm going to show you the best option out there. For those of you that follow my channel, you know this is my original 2018 Tesla Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive. That's quite a mouthful, isn't it? Now, in the state of California, it is illegal to drive without a front license plate. So they provide you with one of these. It has two-sided tape. You stick it on your bumper and you put your license plate on it, and now you're driving around legally. Sounds great, right? The problem is dirt and grit can really collect along where that adhesion is, and that can scratch up your paint. That's not so great, is it? So a buddy of mine by the name of Tony from Bandit, he lives in California, he designed this, you see right here. And it is a license plate. You put your front license plate on it, and it connects to the grill of your car here. And it doesn't touch anywhere on the paint at all, and doesn't. You can move it around, shake it around, all that good stuff, and it won't touch your paint. And that's what you want. And the cool thing is, and I know this is sacrilegious, but there are a lot of people, despite how you shouldn't do it, I know it, but there are a lot of people who still put their cars through car washes. You don't want to have this on while the car wash is going. So the cool thing is, or you know, if you're just kind of wanting to kind of show it to people, you're at a car show or whatever, very easy. Take it off, boom, you're good to go, right? Simple as that. I'm going to go into a little bit later on how this thing works, but it's really simple. So to put it back on, line it up with the Tesla logo here, make sure we get it lined up. There you go, and boom, it's as simple as that, you're back on. Now, real simple. And the cool thing is that lever can go up and down freely now, but there's a screw back here that you can screw it, and it will actually lock it into place, so you don't have to worry about it falling off or that lever coming up, although it probably wouldn't even if you didn't lock it in place. So this is an ingenious design as far as I'm concerned. It's a great design, but there's a problem with it with the new Tesla Model Y, and that is there's a camera right here. So with this current design, it covers up the camera. So now what? Well, Tony, brilliant guy that he is, he spent countless hours, over a month as a matter of fact, coming up with a new design that allows you to put this thing on without covering up the camera at all. So let's take you over to my new Tesla Model Y, and we'll show you that new design. All right, so for illustration purposes, I took the one off of my original Tesla Model 3 that we were just looking at right here, and we're going to compare it to the new design for the Tesla Model Y. So as again, we were talking about the camera being the main issue. We've got a camera right here, that front camera that is new to the Tesla Model Y. So I'm going to take you to the very bottom of that connecting and kind of line it up. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. See how this one sits up higher, the new one? That is to make room for the camera right here. Now you got to make sure that there's enough room here because it's a wide angle camera, so you're still going to pick up, you know, other things that are surrounding it. So you got to make sure that there's enough space around the camera to make sure it's not covering up any part of that view. And that's what this thing does. So this one is for the old Tesla Model 3, and it still works great, and my son will continue to use it when he fully gets his license. He's still got his permit, by the way, so that's kind of fun. All right, so anyway, this pretty much works the same way. Now, since we don't have a Tesla logo on the new Model Y, you kind of have to center it up here with the actual camera itself. Oh, and I have it, nope, I got it right here. Right there. And again, it's very simple. And it's really easy, and I'll probably put the camera a little bit closer to it so you can get a better perspective on, you know, what's going on here. But there we go. It's new, so it's still a little stiff with that lever, not as stiff as that one, so that's why it's still very easy to put on. In fact, let me show you again. I'll take this off. Yeah, this is much more stiff than that one, which is actually good because if you don't lock it in place or forget to lock in place, you don't have to worry about this thing coming off. So let me do that again. And there's a little divot right here. That's your lineup spot right there. That's where you're gonna line it up. And that is perfect right there and snaps into place. Now again, there's a screw right here that'll prevent you from, you know, lifting that up and taking it off. So there's where the camera is. It's got this nice little divot right here to allow for more space, and I'll get some close-up shots of that for you. And then plenty of room above it as well. So that's how this one designs. Same concept. It doesn't touch any of the paint, and that's exactly what you want. See how it doesn't move around? And this is exactly how you want it. So again, just kind of give you an idea how this works. I'm gonna lift this up. Oh, I had the screw. See, I had the screw in there, so that's why it wouldn't go up. All right, so you lift it off. So if you look here, if you look closely, and I'll maybe do it this way, you can see when it's down, that is when it locks it into place. So when you want to put it into place, you lift it up, and this allows you to put this in between the grills there. And then once you get it into place, you lift this down, and these lift up to lock it into place. Now again, if you look real closely here, and I'll zoom in here while I'm doing this, you can see there's a little divot right here. See this little divot? That is to make room for the camera. So again, we don't have a Tesla logo to center it up, but we have this divot and the camera to center it up. So we very easily just do this, right? And you just lock it down into place. I mean, it is solid, folks. It's not going anywhere. And this is, I mean, this kind of, I like that this is actually a little bit more stiff because it really allows it to kind of stay in place if you do forget to tighten that screw down. But now that the screw is down, it won't allow it to lift back up. So I really like this design. I think Tony from Quick Bandit did an amazing job. But the next question is, does the Quick Bandit cover the camera at all? And the answer to that is nope, not at all. In fact, when we have this thing off, what you'll see here in the upper left and right corner of the screen, you'll actually see part of the bumper of the car. And when we actually put the Quick Bandit on, what you'll notice is it doesn't add to that. In fact, you can't see it at all. So once again, I think Tony from Quick Bandit has done a great job in designing this. He spent a lot of time working on this design to make sure it doesn't cover the camera at all, and he succeeded. So tell me what you think. Are you just going to go ahead and use the two-sided tape that Tesla gives you and call it good? Or do you want to protect the paint on your bumper and use something like the Quick Bandit? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And speaking of that, in the description below, I'm going to place a link of where you can purchase one of these from Quick Bandit. In the meantime, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and stay positively charged.